Virgo, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. My name is Jenna. Today I'm here to do your reading for the month of May. We're going to take a look at your overall general energy, what you may not see coming, and get some important advice from Spirit. But first I'm jumping right into some pre-shuffled oracle messages. The first message for you today is Gaia. You have a very strong earthbound connection. Gaia is speaking to you. She is protecting you and protecting your path. She wants you to know that she recognizes how strong, how focused, and how loving that you have been to the people around you and to yourself. This is about being mindful of the planet as well. A lot of you out there have such a deep connection with the earth. This is seeing things from her perspective. She loves and guides us all, right? She's a beautiful being. We would not be here without the earth. She's the great provider, the great benefactor of every aspect of our lives. So for you to have this earth connection this month, it feels as though it's a month in particular where she's helping you ground in the here and now. And she could be a great helper to you as you move forward. This is also about not letting your fears, your imagination get the better of you. The biggest part is I get this sense that she is really here to guide and protect you on your path. She acknowledges your deep care and concern for her. You may even feel that lately you've had the whole world in your hands and you're seeing the big picture of your life and how grateful you are for even being alive. Because you have the Bluebell Fairy as the other oracle message, which is the spirit of gratitude. Gratitude is truly the secret to a joy-filled life. It's very simple, right? If we distill our entire journeys down to finding what's good and wonderful in every moment, it works like modern day alchemy when you live like that, when you live from that ethos where you cherish the preciousness of the planet, the preciousness of your existence, the preciousness of your experiences, the breath of your life, being alive every day, having this moment. The universe is also saying that she is grateful for you, grateful for the things that you do out in the world. You have the opportunity to be very grateful this month and to live in a deeper connection with the earth herself, knowing that you are protected always. All right, let's go into this. Grounded month for you, Virgo. Yes, it is. You're making a plan. I think that you're actually going through a bit of a rebirth. I've been seeing that too, Virgo, where you've been in a really good chapter where you've made some recent difficult decisions and it's time to move forward. Yeah. You're in a period of feeling greater inner peace. After some challenges, let's see. Current energies. Ooh, and I didn't even thank Spirit. Thank you, Spirit, for providing so much guidance each and every reading. Thank you. That came flying out. You got Archangel Michael, protection, the sword of truth. A lot of clarity about the future. You see the path before you. You see that anything is possible. You see that you can create anything that you want. What's crossing that, though? Oh, yes, you can. King of Wands. Talk about feeling inspired. This is the card of the compassionate leader carrying the sword of truth. You came here for a really, really beautiful mission. You could be stepping up into being more of a leader in your work life, in your personal life. People look up to you, Virgo. They look up to your wisdom. You have visionary thinking here this month. You have a lot of amazing ideas. Ace of Swords is also new ideas, new inspirations, taking action on them. With that spirit of gratitude. The challenge. Ooh. The challenge. That's interesting. Why would you feel challenged? We'll see why that is here. You might have, your highs and lows here going on for the month of May. Something challenging around happiness. Maybe that's why gratitude is here, is because it's hard for you to feel grateful sometimes. It's not a permanent state, but they want to remind you that it's there. Ooh, you are in a brand new beginning. Recent past, new chapter started to unfold in your life, where you had a lot more clarity and a lot more assertiveness going on. Maybe this is you in the challenge of recognizing your own empowerment, your own strength. That you can do the thing you think you cannot do, right? Wow, opportunity, 10 of Cups. I feel it. I think the problem is you're like, I want to feel this high all the time. And it's like, that's kind of hard to achieve, Virgo. I mean, you can do it. You can. It takes a lot of discipline in your mind to be in a permanent state of happiness. I think you're challenging yourself this month. I love it. You've turned a corner where if you've had a lot of fears and doubts in your path, you're starting to realize that you've got what it takes. You do. You've got what it takes to create a lot of harmony in your life. I think you've manifested a lot of change. And out of that, we grow more confident on our path. You're in an upswing. Yeah, you're learning a lot. You could be studying, learning new skills, acquiring new knowledge. Some of you are in school or you are taking classes, and it's inspiring you because you're like, wow, it's like you have a dream and you've got a plan, Virgo. I don't know a Virgo without a plan. And you're seeing things really starting to happen this month. Yeah, a lot of grounded, earthbound energy guiding you. It feels like a certain level of contentment if you just don't mess with it. Right? Yeah, 9 of Cups. Oh my gosh. I think you want this. You want to stay on this high, right? Walking on sunshine, temperance, balance. Goodness me, Virgo. You might have the best reading for May of all the zodiac. Here it is. Sword of Truth. Something, you found the truth and it set you free recently. Oh, it's like you found your way to your unconditionally loving heart. The way Gaia loves us. You could be just have found that, like within yourself and towards everyone in your life. Wow. Virgo, what is going on here? You are charging forward. You could be falling in love with someone. Are you? Let's see. Or falling in love with an idea? All right. Falling in love with a new dream? Your heart's in it, though, whatever is the new in your life. Queen of Pentacles. Stability, security. She's a very wise being, the Queen of Pentacles. You don't mess with the Queen of Pentacles. She's very loving and nurturing. A lot of you are business owners, and you put a lot of heart and soul into your businesses. Ooh, this is finding the balance. You're moving towards a phase, for those of you who are working on your earthbound energy of just feeling more grounded in your work life, you're coming into a new phase where whatever's been hard, you're moving out of that. Some of you have been building up the very first stages of a business or the very first stages of a new job or a new school environment. Whatever's been new, this new chapter, it's hard because you're like, wow, I feel like a newbie, or it's like that whole voice of doubt. You have what it takes to succeed. You need to know that, Virgo. You have what it takes to succeed. This is about dropping your burdens, and you're headed in a very, very strong, stable period of time here in May where things are going to start to balance out. If you've been going through making really important decisions that are life-changing, everything's starting to settle down a bit now. Yeah, there's still a lot of unknowns, but you know you're headed in the right direction this month. Moving past some hurdles, we'll say, obstacles, which had a lot to do with not being clear. And now you have clarity. And I'm telling you, it makes a huge difference. Now you're like, oh, I can take the lead. I know where I'm going now. It was almost like you were pulled over and you were like, looking at the map, you're like, I don't really know where I'm going. And then you got into, some of you recently figured out your passion, your purpose. You're feeling like you're living your true destiny in your work. It feels like this is a very career-oriented vibe, but there's a lot of happiness and fulfillment coming from whatever you're doing out there. The Fool. A lot of gratitude. Some of you are working with the natural world in some aspect in your work, whether you work outside a lot or you bring environmental elements into your work life. All right, recent past, this new beginning. This was you taking a stand in your heart space. I think you've been slowly but surely moving towards more heart wisdom, leading with your heart, leading with love. Yeah. Knight of Pentacles, Five of Swords, and the King of Cups. You also decided, I'm going to drop being in a contentious situation or perpetuating some sort of conflict with someone. This is the proverbial, I'm walking away from the fight. I'm leading with love. I'm over it. And it took you a while to just say, I'm over it. But that's what I'm hearing. I'm over it, or I'm getting over it, and it's okay. You know, you could have stood up to someone. It took you a while to do it. But now it's like the energy is softened. You're softening. And your guard isn't as high. And you're feeling your heart space return. I feel like you're turning the corner and you're moving towards something new. And you're like, ooh, there's something like that's got your attention. And it's not an unknown. It's like a direction. Like there's a whoo, like the clouds parted and you're like, I'm going that way. And you're sure about it. In the past, you were like, I don't know. Now I know. Ten of Cups. Yeah. Ooh, a lot of you are dropping the old. You're moving towards a commitment, or you could have blocks in a commitment and there was some emotional distance between you and someone else. And now, whatever fights you've had recently, April was a tough month, y'all. You could have been in a new chapter with someone that you've been with for a while, and you were having a lot of conflict with this person. And then you decided, you know what, I need to drop my guard. We need to resolve this. And you started to surrender a bit in the way you approached it. You started to kind of understand the person in a different way. Maybe not try to fight them as much. If this wasn't someone you've been dealing with, it's someone new that you decided, all right, I'm going to drop my guard. I'm going to actually open my heart to them. And slowly but surely you're doing that, Virgo. You're opening heart. I feel there's two groups here. One is you've left a situation and you're moving towards somebody new. Others is you're in the same situation, but a lot of conflict has really allowed the two of you to feel distant from each other and feeling separated in some way. And this month you're going to see that whatever that guard is being dropped. There is a new vision for the future. You feel like you've gotten on the same page with someone that you've been having difficulties with in previous months, and you see a path forward, and you're feeling really good about it. Whether if you're in a new or an old connection, you're feeling really good this month. Whatever has been blocked, you're overcoming it. Whether it's an internal block around the fear of letting a new love in, or being ready for it, or someone that you've had fights with, that you are married to or committed to. There's a strong foundational energy this month and the opportunity to bring harmony back into your life. As long as it's like you have the world in your hands this month. Gaia is protecting you. And just maintain a spirit of positivity and gratitude. This is true empowerment and clarity. I think you're going to be maintaining that this month. You haven't had that in the past. Why is it challenging for you to be happy though? It's like up and down, up and down. And I know you don't want it to be like that. You want it to be consistent. This is about you getting enough time to feel like you're on your own. For those of you who are in a connection, it's hard for you to feel separate from this person. You're a we. And Spirit is saying, try to be more of an individual this month, because if you don't spend enough time by yourself, It's like you need time this month. The clarity that you want to maintain here, the contentment, the satisfaction, the emotional fulfillment is going to be largely derived by you spending time by yourself. But you're telling me that it's not always easy to achieve. Well, you got to create that. You got to plan for that. I know you're very busy and you're dropping the burden around your career and you're doing a lot out externally to increase your abundance, increase your financial security. While you have this clarity and this protection, right? The spirit of gratitude. If you don't take time to hermit, to really take care of your own energy, you're not going to bring that spirit with you along with you every day. So the challenge is maintaining this internal state of satisfaction that comes from you doing your self-care. No matter, it's like, please don't put yourself last, Virgo. You don't have to be the sacrificial lamb with everything that you're nurturing and loving in your life. The people, the career, the family members, the friendships. Make sure you take time out this month for you. That's going to be imperative because without that, you're not going to feel as much clarity and as much emotional fulfillment. This is about those little practices that we do that don't take a lot of time. You get up in the morning, maybe you make your spouse coffee. Make sure you take that moment to go, read that little passage, take that little meditation, go on that little walk, right? Take that time for yourself, claim it or reclaim it. It's going to make a huge difference. Some of you are coming out of a period of being alone, single. And you're concerned about making the right decision. Anyone new you're getting to know, take your time in it. Take your time in it. If you're uncertain about whether this person can make you happy or if this is the right decision, the more time again that you spend with yourself, the more you're going to access your own inner knowing, your own Virgoian energy, right? And that's going to help guide you forward. You're learning, though. You're definitely dropping some sort of defensiveness around your heart space this month. Shifting the energy, softening the energy. Ooh, you've got, wow, talk about, whoa, I didn't expect that. You've got all this clarity. It's like you lose it, though. You lose it. I think if you're getting, all right, here's what's happening. I'm getting this download now. For those of you who've been in a difficult situation with someone, if you're going out and you're getting all the bouncing off what's going on with your friends and family and you're getting their opinion, it's starting to create more stress and internal strife. Try not to go to other people with making a big decision in your life. Your truth, your clarity is only going to be accessed by going within you. It's almost like you're deciding what makes you happy this month. When it's like this internal spirit of gratitude is inside of you all along. But if you go outside of you, getting all these other opinions, it's going to cloud you. It's like if you need to pay attention to what your own inner knowing is saying about someone and about what to do moving forward, whether you're trying to get over some fights with someone or you're actually letting someone new in. If you're like going, well, I don't know, they're doing this and this and this, you know deep down, but you've got to spend time with yourself to access that. Because in the near future, you've got the Nine of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and the Death. You may decide to put an end to something that barely even takes off for some of you. But you need to make sure that it's not your own imaginings and your own fears and you closing down on something before it even begins. Others of you, this is an ongoing situation with someone that you're with, where you're trying to learn how to cope with the anxiety and the stress and the confusion. Some of you are really having a struggle trying to put a stop to a conflict with someone important to you. This feels like someone really, really close to you. And see, you have the Sword of Truth here. This feels like a very complicated situation. But We complicate it when we start getting too many opinions around us. This is what happens if you air out a lot of your issues with people around you and you're like, well, what are they going to think? What are they going to say? What are they going to want me to do? It's like, no, what are you going to say? What do you think? What do you want to do? Whatever is causing you anxiety in the near future around what to invest in, this is about your own personal fulfillment. You could be making some really important, for those of you who this has nothing to do with the person, which I do most of you it is, you could be having a lot of, you might be faced with some really difficult decisions with your work and being uncertain about what to do. There's some sort of ending that has been pending. You could be repeating a cycle with someone, and there's uncertainty over how to put an end to it. And I'm getting strongly this has to do with your own witness consciousness, paying attention to what your inner being is telling you. You're not going to access the truth, find your own inner voice of authority by going to other people. I'm getting a strong message here. Whatever you're dealing with, new or old, and you're in a conflicted state, and your judgment is getting cloudier and cloudier by the day, and you don't know whether to go forward or go backward or end something or restart something. That's confusing, right? I'm getting this huge energy of confusion when you were so clear. It's like you lost it. And this is what I'm seeing, is that it's like you're so clear, you're so sure. You're like, I know what I'm doing, I know where I'm going, and then all of a sudden, oops. So I feel like, though, it's something that is I've got a little gnat. I feel like it's something that it's like it's taking on too much of worrying about other people's opinions and expectations of you, Virgo. It's like you need to push that to the side this month. Try to push all of that away from you. Enough so you can go inward. You're not going to get, this is the challenge. You are not going to get clarity on anything in your life that you're not sure about if you don't go deep within you and spend time alone. There's fear coming up. I feel like you're working on conflict resolution with someone. And some of you, it's literally like this is an impasse. But I feel like it's a block within you because you're in a new chapter here. A lot of you are blocked around opening up to somebody new. And you're overthinking it. And you're almost like going to just end it before it even starts. Others of you, this is work stress, work anxiety. Not sure which direction to go in. You want your business to succeed. You have access to harmony here. But it feels like you're overthinking something, whether it's in love or in your career. And it's blocking you from making clear decisions. Concise, clear thinking is being muddled by the opinions and expectations of others that are playing in your head. You need to figure out what's best for you, Virgo. I feel a lot of confusion going on within you. But you don't have to be confused here. 9 of Cups. The hidden truths. Yeah, no wonder. No wonder. You're going deep within this King of Wands energy around what excites you, what you're being driven to take action on with clarity. And when you don't have clarity about what you're trying to acquire in business or in love, you're going to get more confusion. You got to make a decision this month around what you want to invest in, Virgo. And the biggest thing they're saying is you need to make sure you pause, you rest before you move forward and make a decision. Regardless, though, you're wrapping up a cycle. And it's time for you. A lot of this has to do with your work life and your love life kind of colliding. I'm not sure why. I feel like you have a lot of interfering energies in your life in general. And it's time for you to take a step back. It's like you're not living your own life anymore. You're living your life based on the expectations of others. You got to reclaim your own power here. And out from that place, you'll find clarity again. This is about healing too, about worrying about the expectations of other people and what they want of you. You have an opportunity. It's like you have the power of the whole world in your hands this month. Maintaining a sense of gratitude and taking that time out for yourself is going to be key. You're ending a cycle where you're learning what it takes to be empowered and to feel your own sense of determination. It's like that whole defining moment where you're going to take a stand and say, this is my life. It's my choice what I do with it. It's that kind of energy this month. But then if you start going and sitting down and everyone's telling you like what they think you should do about your life, you're going to get so confused because you're going to start wanting to please other people around you. It's not about that. It's about you and what makes you happy. What brings you fulfillment? What makes you feel peaceful at the end of the day? What path is for you and you alone? You get to decide that, Virgo. Let's get some advice from Spirit. A lot of you are stepping off into a new beginning and you're bringing your heart with you. Yeah, it's time to get excited. Don't let anyone steal your thunder this month. I feel like people are like, it's like their doubts. You're learning what makes you happy, what your own inner fire. Don't let other people cloud you. You have clarity inside. You just got to make sure you commune with that part of you. Yeah, you're moving through some hurt. I think it's hurting you, the opinions of others. Don't let other people undermine your worthiness. Advice from Spirit. Whoa, that one to come up. Distance yourself from people that are hurting you, Virgo. Distance yourself from people that are hurting you with their opinions. Whoever they are, you don't need that voice in your head, okay? Yeah, they're really being specific here about what to pull. Yeah, you know. You know what you need to leave behind here. I feel like you have wounds that are being hit this month, and the only way through this is to feel what you need to feel. You're being protected here by Green Terra. I'm sorry. Green Earth. I don't know why I said Terra. I meant Green Gaia. This is about healing these wounds in your heart. I'm telling you this, Two of Wands. You're learning how to step into a new way of operating where you're letting your soul guide you and you're not letting your pain and your wounds guide you anymore. I think that you've relied too much on other people and what they think of you when it comes to making decisions about your life, about what's best for you. It's time for you to come back into balance and to really listen to your soul self and distance yourself from the people who reinforce you feeling less than. All right? Let's get a sacred earth oracle. Whoa. Let's see, keep going. This is going to be the final message. And this one's been really powerful. It kind of sums up the entire month and the actual frequency that you're working with, Virgo. Oh, I just got lightheaded. Wow, this is going to be an important message. Spirit. I feel like you have a lot of mental energy going on. So you need to ground as much as you can in the earth. If you're going through a lot of confusion this month, I'm telling you, your soul's going to lead you and guide you through this. But try not to overthink and get into states of fear about your future. You know where you're headed. You have clarity, Virgo. I'm here to remind you of that. Wow, Spirit. There we go. That was a hard one. I didn't want to come out. Productivity. Productivity. Let's see what this has to say. Productivity. Interesting. Let's see. Productivity. The energy and experiences you have been handed can be converted to meaningful, life-affirming outcomes. With a little work and perspective, an obstacle will become a stepping stone. Do what you can when you can and make steady progress. Effort is required to transform an idea, the Ace of Swords, an obstacle. Do what you can when you can and make steady progress. Effort is required to transform an idea, experience, or knowing into something more solid. Once it has form, new growth will follow. The Divine Mother dwells in every heart. Her light is inside and all around you, for she is all that is beautiful throughout our world. She lives in every mountain, meadow, tree, and blade of grass. Well, this is the Mother Gaia energy. Her light illuminates the stars. Her wisdom guides the moons. Her brilliance flows from the sun. She's a wild flower whose perfume teases our senses to curiosity, action, and the pursuit of a joyous life. Golden sunlight splashes in generous waves over our planet. More than 300,000 species of plants transform the light into growth. Branches bloom, leaves unfurl, and blossoms spring open to showcase bursts of yellow pollen. Birds, bees, and butterflies flit amongst the flowers, collecting yellow dust and carrying it even further afield and out into the world. It is busy work. Yellow is the energy fueling the living world. Its bright flamboyance is urgent, busy, and delightfully engaging. It attracts us through beauty and goes places on the wings of those seeking the sweet nectar of life. Yellow is joyfully, generously, creatively productive. Its energy readily becomes form, which in turn blooms into a glorious celebration of itself. It is time to convert the lessons and experiences you have absorbed into life-giving creativity. Turn them into activity, into growth, and into form. There is joy in productivity. Its nectar is sweetly intoxicating, and its fruit is a mark of transformation and completeness. What a beautiful message. Woo, Virgo. Keep that spirit of gratitude. Try not to concern yourself with the opinions and expectations of others. You're in a highly productive phase where you're taking new ideas in your own clarity, in your sense of self, dropping the burden and moving forward, closing out a cycle where you're going into a phase now beyond your healing into absolute fulfillment and happiness. Spend as much time as you can in solitude. It's going to help you a lot, all right? Take care.